And you got me paranoid, Coral. It's good. Sound good.
Medic.
Yeah.
You want to get this deed real quick, or you want to wait till after the meeting?
I'm sorry.
You haven't been-
Oh.
It's just wait for public comment.
Who knows? It's here or something.
I did. Wednesday. Thank you.
It's not just going to. Yeah.
I'll go back and call somebody.
There's all kinds of stuff with the jail.
I'm really worried. I'm going to play a few next year. I'm really worried.
Yep, we're ready. Welcome to the BOCC for July 29th. Motion for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You have the agenda approval.
I make a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll second the motion.
First and second, call for the vote.
Commissioner Liddell,
Yes.
Commissioner Chamberlain,
Yes.
Chairman Spillier.
Yes,
Motion passes.
consent agenda.
On today's agenda, I have the meeting minutes from July 22nd. I have an abatement numbered 25-15 for Bonnie Hamlin. Schedule number 75209 for tax year 2024 in the amount of $10.76.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
First and second, any discussion? Call for the vote.
Commissioner Chamberlain,
Yes.
Commissioner Liddell,
Yes.
Chairman Spillier.
Yes,
Motion passes.
and appointments of the Huerfano County 4-H ambassadors. Come on up.
Good morning. My name is Jaylee Salazar. I am the senior ambassador for Huerfano County. This is my junior ambassador, Anna Jameson, and my intermediate ambassador, Wyatt Ferris. We are here today to talk to you guys and invite you guys out to our county fair, which is held August 6th through the 10th this year in La Vida at our fairgrounds. Our kids have worked really hard this year with their projects and their livestock, and we're really excited.
Fantastic.
Cool.
You guys have any questions for us?
Can you tell us what you're doing this year?
I'm just doing artistic clothing. I am not showing any livestock this year.
I'm doing rabbits, rocket launcher, and Lego robotics. I'm doing the land router and cake decorating.
Nice.
Cool.
Fantastic.
Wide variety.
It's great. Fantastic. Appreciate you
We
coming.
also have some things for you guys.
You guys want to do that photo?
Chicken.
Thank you.
Quick picture.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You guys want to come back?
Just assume that there is a check back, yes. With the finish. But okay, 3 Canada. Many are better before.
Brown on this side.
You do it. I'll come forward just a little bit. This way. Thank you. Oh, perfect.
Great job. Thank you, guys. Now the semi-annual report from the treasurers. Welcome.
How's everybody doing?
Doing great.
Good for me. So we have to file a semi-annual report with the paper, and it's from January of this year to June of this year of all our funds. And so I would just like to get it approved so we can get it. Actually, if you guys could sign it, I could go scan it and send it to him. And once it's approved, okay. And then we can just get it all said and done. So.
Thank you.
Okay. Sounds great. That's all I have then.
Well, that was quick.
It was
Wow.
very easy.
Yeah.
A whole 1 minute, right?
Yeah. So you don't want to say
Yeah.
something else, just to draw it out a little bit.
I know, right? Well, congratulations to
Oh.
Mitch and his wife too. We were so curious if he would be here in our meeting and the ins and outs. And look at him, he just didn't skip a beat. So that's awesome. Congrats. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. You too. Okay, Mr. Ray. Speaking about county roads.
First of all, I'll say that
I don't think any of your microphones are working. Can't hear it back here, but
Can
I
you
don't
say
know.
your name and address
My
for the
name
record?
is Ray Garcia. I'm a citizen, member of Gardner, actually. No longer a commissioner, although I have been putting my nose where it doesn't belong, probably in the way of, I have been attending TPR meetings with CDOT,
We
trying to
appreciate
make
that.
sure that we keep improving Highway 69 to Gardner. Our last TPR meeting, I find it, well, because of our legislature and our governor, they keep taking more and more money away, so CDOT doesn't have money. And so it seems like any repairs or widening of Highway 69 will probably not be done in the next 10 years, according to their 10-year forecast. But one thing I do notice when, excuse me, CDOT is doing a lot of repaving, and in the repaving, they're doing a lot of milling of the paving. There's a lot of paving mill stored all over. And I asked the question, would they be willing to give it to like the county? The reason I asked this question, when I was commissioner, we started the process of putting mag chloride on roads to try to keep the dust levels down and stuff. But it was also to start preparing for chip seal. You can put chip seal on the road and it just kind of like pavement, and it lasts a long time. Wondering why counties like our neighboring county, Custer County, Otero County, they have a lot of their county roads, which I always thought was paved, but they're not paved, they're chip sealed. And this is kind of one of the processes they start with the mag chloride. We started that process. We were supposed to start the chip seal on County Road 520, and I got out, it didn't happen. And I noticed that you keep putting mag chloride down in the same places that we've started putting it down. And I mean, it's okay to a certain extent, but after a while, mag chloride really doesn't want to settle in like it should. And then I noticed our county doesn't prepare the road for the mag chloride like it should be done, but I'll let that up to the county to forget how that's done. But it would help if we could get some of these things started and get some kind of a chip seal in there. Well, all of this mill that the state has in the side can be used for that. One of the things that needs to be done first, because a lot of that mill, when it comes up in chunks. It's not all real nice gravel. So I need to re-crush it. And I don't know if you still have your crushing machine. You're still doing your own crushing of gravel. I don't know that. But if you don't, you can always get somebody to crush it for you and use that. You put it down and you put a oil base to it on top of it, and it will reform like pavement. So you have paved county roads, which in the long way would cut down on expenses, because we spend a lot of money buying graders every time they wear out, and we're using graders to keep grading that gravel. All the grader blades that are replaced several times a year because they get wore out. All of these things we could save that money. I know it's going to impact your budget to begin with. That's why I'm asking you now, because maybe you might want to think about next year's budget. You probably don't have it in your budget now for doing things like this, but something to think about when it comes time. Trying to get our roads in better shape, and in the long run, trying to save money for the county. And choose the roads you're going to pave. I had started on 520 because 520 is used a lot. There is a lot of traffic that comes out of Custer County, Westcliff, trying to get into the valley. It's easier for them to come around, and during the wintertime they go to 520 because Pass Creek is kind of rough, and otherwise they use Pass Creek. A lot of people use these roads besides ourselves. One of the roads that gets used a lot now is Red Rock Road, and it gets, because of these little things we carry in our pocket, a lot of people are using it. That's the shorter route to go, and Highway 69 is the shorter route to go to the mountains. and they're really using it. And one of these days, we'll probably have to be repaving County Road, that Red Rock Road, because it'll be wore out. It'd be nice if we keep the trucks off there, but I see them going there. No way I can stop them. And since we don't have anybody patrolling it, it's trying hard to keep the trucks off there. But other things like, I don't know how you all feel, you may not really care for this, like the sonic boom that was going on for a long time. I know it's an inconvenience for some of the regular residents for 4 or 5 days, but we put a lot of mag chloride down on that road, which sonic boom paid for, and that actually helped that area. If you could have made some kind of an agreement with them where they would come in and help put down the money to put down the mill, asphalt mill, make that road a good road. And it might be a lot of money up front, but over the years, they wouldn't have to keep continuing putting, if they even do that. I don't know if you're still doing sonic boom or not. There's also a big pile of gravel over on Apache. If you've noticed that what used to be Apache City, right, there's a lot of gravel right there. That road that goes from there, shortcut kind of to dry, gets used a lot, gets graded a lot. That pavement could be used on a road like that. So it's just something for you to think about and consult your superintendent. And I know if you were to talk to Gary Vizani from Walsenburg Sand and Gravel, he's very experienced with a lot of this. He knows how to handle all that. He could advise you all as to how to work that mill and put it down and make ourselves some good county roads that we'd be proud of in this county. It seems like county roads are probably about 20% of your business, but about 80% of your complaints. I know that as being the commissioner before. So, I mean, if we can even slow that down a little bit, that would help. Okay?
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ray.
Thank you, Ray. Okay. On to permits, licenses, and public hearings.
Nothing there.
Nothing. Action items.
All right. The commissioners have for you resolution 25-33, resolution approving a memorandum of understanding with the Huerfano County Water and Service District and authorizing the sale of property known as the Thorn Ranch, as well as associated water rights to the same in furtherance of certain governmental purposes. So you have here the resolution that authorizes, we normally don't do MOUs or IGAs with the resolution, but I feel like because of the nature of this and it being entwined with the land sale, it's probably just a good idea. But it lays out the land to be transferred, the water rights to be transferred, and then attached you have the memorandum of understanding that goes into detail about the partnership and purchase price and the rest of the aspects of the agreement that we reached with the Water Conservancy District.
So before a motion is made, well, it's not even working. All right, so the Colorado revised statutes require that I disclose to the remaining members of the Board of County Commissioners, which they're already aware of. And I've chosen to make it a public disclosure because Huerfano County does business with the Huerfano County Water Conservancy District. My family and myself have a mutual beneficial partnership with said district. The Huerfano County Water Conservancy District, my family have the priority number 7 water right that shares an irrigation ditch. The partnership is there to ensure both parties get the water that is decreed to each party. And because of its benefits, both parties, my wife and myself, maintain both water rights. We are responsible for the ditch maintenance and augmentation facilities that are owned by the Huerfano County Water Conservancy District. We also read and ensure the accurate recordings of water flow at the augmentation sites, and they compensate my wife and myself for the work that we do for them. Cost of the ditch maintenance is split between the two parties. The sale will not in any way benefit myself and my family business, but because of the appearance of a conflict of interest and the desire for transparency, I have chosen to abstain from this vote and future votes regarding it. This. Thank you. Okay.
Okay. I make a motion to accept resolution 25-33.
First, and I will second. Call for the vote.
So Commissioner Waddell is abstained. Commissioner Chamberlain,
Yes.
Chairman Spillier,
Yes.
motion passes.
All right.
All right, Commissioners, you were awarded $564,000 for the Huerfano County Jail Security and Safety Renovations Project. This project involves replacing the fire alarm system in the jail, as well as making upgrades to masonry, cameras, and a couple other systems in that facility. We originally applied for $750K, so it's a little bit less than what we applied for. So right now we're working on validating the costs and making sure that we can afford to go forward with the project, or if we have to reduce the scope. I request your approval to accept this award, and we'll have to come back to you with the full project and a final budgetary cost for it.
I'll make a motion to accept the award of $564,000 from the Department of Local Affairs to assist us in the maintenance and repairs of our jail facility.
Second.
First and second, any other discussion? Call for the vote.
Commissioner Chamberlain,
Yes.
Commissioner Waddell,
Yes.
Chairman Spillier,
Yes.
motion passes. All right, Commissioners, next I have for you a letter from the National Opioid Settlement. This is a settlement participation statement and form for the settlement they've made with Purdue Pharmaceuticals and the Sackler family. So this falls into our usual opioid settlement package. Participation will give us access to funds from the settlement, and they'll be used in the same way that all the other funds are used, and still we have to report those to the Attorney General and so on and so forth. So this is a request to approve that participation settlement and get that off to the National Opioid Settlement Administrator, and we can move along with this. There will be a couple more of these coming this year.
I make a motion to accept the opioid settlement memorandum.
I'll second the motion.
First and second, any other discussion? Call for the vote.
Commissioner Waddell,
Yes.
Commissioner Chamberlain,
Yes.
Chairman Spillier,
Yes.
motion passes. Commissioner, next I have an invoice in the amount of $3,483 from the Adams State University Foundation. This is for the Cozy Scholarship. My cover memo didn't make it in here, but give me 1 second. Tim, do you have the information on who they awarded the scholarship to?
It was Miguel Sanchez last year and Mr. Banner.
It was this year.
1 second.
It was.
It was Miguel Sanchez, son of Chrissy and Max Sanchez, and Dale Van Meter, son of Sarah Smershich Van Meter and Dale West Van Meter. Yeah.
I need a copy, Jay.
Is this an item that we have budgeted since it's something that we do yearly?
Essentially, yes. This is a weird It's a weird thing. So we don't know what the amount is from year to year, but it's about $5,000. So that's set aside. So we'll pay this out of PILT, community development.
With that, I will make a motion to approve invoice number COSI 2526-38L in the amount of $3,483.
Second.
First and second, any other discussion? All for the vote?
Commissioner Chamberlain,
Yes.
Commissioner Woodall,
Yes.
Chairman Spillier.
Yes.
Motion passes. All right, Commissioners, last but not least, I have for you our tracking log and change orders for 129 Kansas. So you'll see on the first page is the log of all the change orders, the amount of the change orders, how they went up, and in this case only went up. Sometimes in different projects, you'll see the change orders can also be a reduction in scope as well. So we have, our original contingency amount was $200,000. And so far we've committed $167,403.20, leaving $32,596.80 remaining. So we request your approval of change orders 1 through 8.
We could do them all at once.
1 through 9, excuse me.
I can say, I'm just leaving mine out.
Actually, no, they missed them
Yeah.
on the tracking log, so it should be 1 through 8.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yep.
Excluding 2.
Okay, I got you. All right, so make a motion to accept the McKinstry change order for 129 Kansas. Change log items 1 through 9, 1 through 8.
I will second the motion.
First and second, any other discussion? Call for the vote.
Commissioner Woodall,
Yes.
Commissioner Chamberlain,
Yes.
Chairman Spillier.
Yes.
Motion passes. And that is in the action items.
Okay, on to correspondence.
All right, we have the June 2025 Treasurer's Fund Ledger. And we have a letter from the State House Representatives regarding House Joint Resolution 25-1030. That is in the correspondence.
Okay. And now on to public comment. I was going to read the documentation about how we do public comment. Each person will have up to 3 minutes to present a public comment. Please address the board as a whole through the chair. This is an opportunity for people to express their views, and the board generally does not engage in a back and forth discussion or respond to questions. When addressing the board, please state your name and address for the record prior to providing your comments. First up, we have Mary.
Good morning. My name is Mary Jensen. I live at 25863 State Highway 69 in Gardner. And before I begin, can I just make a comment about citizen involvement and the communications? I recently had a virus on my computer that completely knocked out everything. And before that, I was getting messages when I would try to access the county website, that it was an unsafe website, that in any event, I replaced recently my entire computer with one that is very privacy and security oriented, and I cannot access the website at all to find out what's going on in the county. And when I come to these meetings, I can't hear anything at all. And I would like to participate, in what's going on in my community, but it's really hard when I can't get any information. And I noticed when Ray was talking, he had a short distance between his mouth and the microphone. And I noticed all of you have quite a bit more distance between the microphone and what you're saying. I can't hear anything. You know, I came down to be here at the meeting, but it's not working. And I would like to participate. I would like to know what's going on in the county, but it's just almost impossible. So with that, I'd just like to start on my comments. I wrote Carl Young a position paper for the county with the zoning on the installation of cell towers and the safety. That was back in January. It was a 12-page long letter that was supported and documented. Recently, CenturyLink wired my new router, the third one in 4 years, incorrectly, the same wiring that burned out the other routers. And I was exposed at that time to over 1 million milliwatts of radiation for over an hour. And I have a safe and sound meter, which is guaranteed to be accurate. And I've had all kinds of health problems because of that, which are still ongoing. And so the electromagnetic radiation is a huge problem. And friends of mine from Gardner who are trying to sell their home because of age and health problems recently moved to the Spanish Peaks apartments. And the woman that I'm friends with was getting sicker and sicker. And I saw her car at the fire station. She works part-time there. And I stopped in to say hello, and they were giving her an IV. And I said, what's going on? You know, and she said that she just can't find out what's going on. She doesn't know. And I said, let me give you, some supplements that she had been taking and quit. So I drove to the Spanish Peaks apartment, and I noticed that there were 5 cell towers above her apartment complex. 5. These are extremely dangerous. And I just casually asked her, I didn't want to alarm her. I said, when did this start? And she said, when they moved there. And so I have a safe and sound EMF meter. It's guaranteed to be accurate, and it is certified. It is not a professional level meter, but it registered the maximum of 1 million millivolts per square meter in that apartment. And the light was blinking, which meant that it was either 10 times that or 100 times that. And I just a 20-minute visit started feeling ill just from being in that apartment complex. And there is lots of research, more than 2,000 papers on the safety of electromagnetic radiation. And I know that there is no legal liability for the county right now. I believe that will change. I know that building inspectors do not have a meter when they go out to inspect a property to see what the radiation level is. But I also know, yesterday I saw the first bee that I have seen all summer in my garden. And we had a good cherry crop on the trees. We used to have flocks of birds come in and eat the cherries. I never saw one. And this is killing our environment, and it is killing us. And I don't know if you had an opportunity, Carl, to share this information that I sent to you recently with the commissioners. Have you seen this information? If you have not, I will give you a very abbreviated version.
Well, we've already gone over time. If you could leave that with us.
I will leave this with you, and I will tell you that I am going to pursue it because I believe it is a radically dangerous situation.
Thank you.
Let's see. Some of these are not put together, so I apologize for that. Those of that. There's some additional information for one of you on the meter that's certified and the guarantee accuracy. And this is what it does to your nervous system. It does that to insects, it does it to birds, does it to everything.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next up, Amos.
Hello, my name is Amos Mace. I live at 8055 County Road 570 out in Gardner. I just want to be here to offer you guys a little bit of appreciation for you guys passing the MOU with the Water Conservancy District. As a lifelong resident of the Upper Huerfano and a hydrologist due largely to the issues that this will actually alleviate, I just want to say thank you guys. There's a lot of work to go forward with this, but it's been a lot of work to get here, like over a decade for me. So thank you guys. And I'm just going to leave it with that. I don't think this would have been possible at any other time period. And I'm going to just be here for a moment to appreciate it.
No, thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. Okay, do we have anyone online?
He has hand up online.
D? Please state your name and address for the record. If you can hear me, this is dead, so,
I just sent your request. I should not use this.
okay.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yep,
Good morning, commissioners and county administrator. I would like to start out with following up on what Mary said. I've been in chambers several times, and sitting in chambers, it's hard to hear any of you speak. I don't understand why your microphones are turned to the side instead of directly in front of you. It's almost as if you don't want to be on record for what you say. That's the impression that you give. But anyway, I do agree with that statement. I would also like to ask that to ensure that all voices are heard, I would like you to consider bringing the public comments to the beginning of the public meetings. This allows for more organized and effective dialogue. So if you would consider that, I think it's quite interesting, Chair Spore Leader, that you mentioned the rules again today and emphasized on this was not a back and forth thing. So I know you're not going to answer my question about if you did follow up at the state level, because you were going to take that into consideration. But your comment today leads me to believe that you're not going to answer me when I ask, did you follow up? Did you take it into consideration? And if so, what was that action? Okay, fair enough. Also want to talk about so one of our protesters just lost her job at the school this morning based on the altercation that took place that the school board chairperson, Debbie Spore Leader, was involved in. So this person lost her job for her freedom of speech. And I'm just wondering, the county commissioners, this is your community. These are your citizens. Are you going to take a stand about freedom of speech? Because you certainly stand up for the Second Amendment. So I think, you know, everybody needs to see what's going on in this community and who runs it. Debbie Spore Leader, if she had any self-respect, she would step down from that position because she was just involved as anyone else. And to add to that, so were you, Commissioner Spore Leader. You shouldn't have been there taking an interview, because when you do that, you represent the community, not just you. Thank you.
thank you very much. Anyone else online?
Kristen already in the Alliance.
Kristen? These are, that's why I don't have it up. Kristen?
Kristen. Oh, was it Kristen or?
Or
Kristen. Kristen. Allison and Kristen.
Okay, hello, can you hear me?
yes,
Okay, sorry about that. This is a little awkward here. Okay, my name is Kristen Aldretti, and I'm a third-generation Colorado resident. My grandparents were immigrants and made Huerfano County their home, where my grandfathers both worked in the coal mines alongside men from many countries. Indeed, Huerfano County is steeped in a culture based on the contributions of immigrants. With this in mind, I'm alarmed to hear that ICE and Core Civic are considering reopening that Huerfano County Correctional Center to imprison immigrants, and that there is any possibility that you as commissioners would approve this. This goes against the rich history of this county that was built by immigrants. The record of private companies like Core Civic and GEO Group in operating immigrant detention facilities is abysmal. These private companies are operating these facilities for profit, so they are incentivized to not provide enough food, to not provide good medical care, and to have minimal staff. Their facilities have a well-known record of beatings, stabbings, sexual assaults, and deaths. Is this what you want Huerfano County to be known for? Most importantly, these immigrants are not criminals. These are immigrants like generation past in all of our families who came here for a better life, who are toiling at manual jobs that Americans, quote unquote, will not do, picking crops, working construction, being aides in nursing homes and healthcare facilities. And yet our government seeks to put them in prison. Make no mistake, the reputation of a county that I am sure you are proud of will be stained by being known as selling out by bringing in an unscrupulous company like Core Civic and hosting what can only be known as an immigrant concentration camp. This is not what our family members who toiled and raised their families here could have ever imagined being possible. Please don't disparage and essentially erase this county's rich immigrant heritage by moving forward with now imprisoning immigrants here. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And what was the other one?
Dale.
Dale. Can you hear us, Dale? Okay.
Am I connected now?
There you are.
Okay. Well, my name is Dale Lyons. I'm a resident in Gardner, Colorado. The only way to fix the acoustics in that ancient building is to lower the ceiling about 6 feet. I've sat in that audience and I bring my iPad and go online to listen to the county commissioners meeting, even though I'm physically there. The acoustics in that building are not good. That's just the first thing. The second thing is congratulations on the MOU with the Thorn Ranch. It's taken years, and I am thrilled that this has been done. Respect to the 3 county commissioners for the work you put into it. Thank you. I can't thank you enough. That's really what I wanted to tell you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dale.
Thank you.
Anyone else online? And anyone else in the audience? If you want to come up, say your name and number for the, or address for the record.
Yes, thank you, Carl. My name is Paul Reeker. I live at 218 West Garland in La Vida. And I'll fill this out because it's difficult to talk in the city time. I did send over an email last week regarding, as we know, ongoing conversations. I'm interested in a new credential in Colorado to heal the fear events of childhood, which prohibit children from learning, reading, and developing as productive adults. I'm here today to reiterate now and to bring a request to interact with Felix Lopez over at Los Angeles County for a letter to the Department of Commerce and High Winter, a request perhaps even to include a request for these future Purdue funds to bring together a statistical analysis leading to this credential. So I'd like to leave you with the papers, and we know the subject, and don't need to speak anymore.
Thank you, Craig.
So give my whatever's left of my 3 minutes to whoever else needs it.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you, Paul. All right, anyone else?
I mean, I would just like to apologize for the audio in here. We are actively working on trying to fix that. If you notice that we took down that barrier, we're trying to fix the acoustics, and the reason we don't have the mics tuned up is it causes the feedback on the Zoom, and then it causes all kinds of audio issues. So we're working on trying to address that exact thing.
There's 17 people in line.
Yeah, that's just says how many
That
people are
just
online.
who's on, yeah, not.
They didn't raise their hand.
All right, if there's no other public comment, we'll go to staff reports.
All right, commissioners, in my staff report, I know that we have a KC position that's open, closing into this week. And of course, deputy officer and district officer remain open. Our county surveyor interviews were held, and I should hopefully bring that contact work for you imminently. And then we had the interviews for the community wildfire protection plan consultant last Friday. So I think there'll probably be another couple of weeks before that comes before you with a recommendation. The county attorney has included a draft memorandum in his report to you, and he will request to discuss that with you in executive session. So the county attorney is requesting an executive session to discuss the sheriff's budget.
Okay. And with that, we will call to go into executive session at
That'll be a motion.
motion.
I will make a motion to go into executive session for a conference with the county attorney for the purpose of receiving legal advice on specific legal questions under Colorado Revised Statute, Section 24-6-402, parenthesis 4, parenthesis B, to discuss the sheriff's office budget issues.
I'll second the motion.
First and second, any other discussions? Call for the vote.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner Spindler?
Yes.
Chairman Spoiler?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay, we'll go into executive session at 10:43. Or did
He's gonna want to know, no actions after executive session.
Correct. I was just getting ready to say that.
no. Here we go.
Oh, no. There'll be no action taken after executive session.
There'll be no action taken after executive session. Sorry. I was fine on this.
Oh.